15 interesting facts about Nepal. Nepal, nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, is a land of breathtaking natural beauty and profound cultural richness. Towering mountains like Mount Everest, lush valleys, and serene lakes create a stunning landscape that captivates travelers and adventurers alike. Beyond its physical splendor, Nepal is a mosaic of diverse traditions, vibrant festivals, and warm hospitality, rooted in centuries-old Buddhist heritage. From the ancient temples of Kathmandu to the tranquil trails of the Annapurna region, the country offers a harmonious blend of spirituality, history, and natural wonder that leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. Number 1. Home to the world's highest peak, Nepal proudly cradles Mount Everest, known locally as Sagarmatha, meaning goddess of the sky, rising majestically to an elevation of 8,848.86 meters, or 29,031.7 feet. Everest is more than just a mountain. It's a global icon of challenge, endurance, and natural wonder. Situated in the Himalayas on the border between Nepal and Tibet, Everest attracts adventurers, climbers, and dreamers from around the globe, each drawn by its sheer scale and legendary status. For Nepal, Everest is not only a geographic landmark, but a symbol of national pride and spiritual significance. The surrounding Sagarmatha National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is rich in biodiversity and Sherpa culture, offering breathtaking landscapes and deep-rooted traditions. Whether seen from a distance or approached on a trek, Mount Everest stands as a timeless reminder that Nepal truly is the rooftop of the world. Number 2. 8 of the world's 10 highest mountains. Nepal's towering glory doesn't end with Everest. In fact, this small Himalayan nation is home to 8 of the world's 10 highest mountains, making it a true paradise for mountaineers and nature lovers alike. Among these giants are Kanchenjunga, the 3rd highest peak in the world, straddling the eastern border, Lhotse, a close neighbor of Everest, and Makalu, known for its striking pyramid shape, Chowiu, calm yet formidable, and Dhaulagiri, with its dramatic slopes, stand as testaments to nature's grandeur. Then there's Manaslu, often called the Mountain of the Spirit, and Annapurna I, famous for both its beauty and challenge. These peaks, each soaring above 8,000 meters, create a skyline unmatched anywhere on Earth. Together, they form a majestic wall of rock and ice that defines Nepal's landscape and gives it a unique place on the global map of high-altitude adventure. Number 3. Unique flag. Nepal proudly stands alone in the world of national flags. It is the only country whose flag is not rectangular or square, but instead made up of two stacked triangular pennants, rich in symbolism. The 2 triangles represent the Himalayas and the 2 major religions, Hinduism and Buddhism. The moon and sun symbols on the flag reflect Nepal's hope to exist as long as these celestial bodies, symbolizing peace and strength. With its deep crimson color and striking design, Nepal's flag is not only a symbol of national pride, but also a powerful emblem of individuality and cultural depth on the global stage. Number 4. Birthplace of Buddha. Nepal holds a sacred place in human history as the birthplace of Siddhartha Gautama, the Lord Buddha. Born around 623 BC in the serene town of Lumbini, he would go on to become one of the most influential spiritual leaders in the world. Today, Lumbini is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting pilgrims, monks, and travelers from all corners of the globe. The tranquil gardens, ancient ruins, and monastic zones preserve the profound peace and spirituality associated with his teachings. Nepal, through Lumbini, offers a living connection to the roots of Buddhism and the message of inner peace and compassion. Number 5. Never colonized. Throughout centuries of global empire building, Nepal remained remarkably sovereign. It is one of the very few countries that was never colonized by any foreign power, maintaining its independence even during the height of British rule in neighboring India. Nepal's strong leadership, mountainous terrain, and diplomatic skill helped it preserve its autonomy and cultural integrity. This unbroken independence is a source of national pride, allowing Nepal to shape its own destiny while preserving its traditions, language, and identity without foreign imposition. Number 6. Living Goddesses Kumari. Among Nepal's most fascinating cultural traditions is the worship of the Kumari, young girls revered as living goddesses, selected from the newer community through an ancient and rigorous process. The Kumari is believed to be the earthly embodiment of the Hindu goddess Taliju. She lives in a special palace in Kathmandu and appears during festivals, especially the Grand Indra Jatra, where thousands gather to seek her blessing. Despite her divine status, she returns to normal life after puberty. This tradition, blending mythology, devotion, and identity, remains one of Nepal's most remarkable living customs. Number 7. Deepest gorge in the world. Nepal's dramatic landscape includes not just the world's highest peaks, but also what's often cited as the deepest gorge on Earth, the Koli Gandaki Gorge, carved by the roaring Koli Gandaki River. This chasm lies between two colossal mountains, Annapurna and Dhaulagiri, both rising over 8,000 meters. The vertical difference between riverbed and peak reaches nearly 6,000 meters, creating an awe-inspiring sight. The gorge isn't just a geological wonder, it's also a sacred valley, historically part of an ancient trade route and dotted with temples, fossils, and cultural landmarks. Number 8. Incredibly diverse topography. Though small in size, Nepal is a geographic marvel. Within a span of just 200 kilometers north to south, the land rises from the flat, subtropical plains of the Terai, teeming with wildlife and agriculture, to the lush hills of the Midlands, and finally to the towering snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas. This rapid change in altitude creates an astonishing variety of climates, ecosystems, and cultures. It's possible to wake up in jungle heat and sleep under snowy skies, all in one day's travel. Nepal's topography is not just diverse, it's a living example of nature's artistry. Number 9. Land of temples and festivals. Nepal is a land where spirituality flows through daily life, and tradition is celebrated with unmatched vibrancy. With a deep blend of Hindu and Buddhist heritage, the country is dotted with thousands of temples, shrines, stupas, and monasteries, many of which are centuries old. Nowhere is this more evident than in Kathmandu, famously known as the City of Temples, where ancient architecture and sacred rituals coexist in every neighborhood. But it's not just the structures, it's the spirit. Throughout the year, Nepal comes alive with festivals like Dashain, Tihar, Holi, Buddha Jayanti, and Indra Jatra, each marked by music, color, offerings, and joyous gatherings. These celebrations reflect the deep-rooted faith and cultural richness that define Nepal's way of life. Number 10. Gorkha soldiers. Nepal's legacy of courage is perhaps best known through the legendary Gorkha soldiers. For over 2 centuries, Gorkhas have served with distinction in the British and Indian armies, earning global respect for their fearlessness, discipline, and loyalty. Their famous motto, "Better to die than be a coward," is not just words, it's a reflection of their warrior spirit. Gorkhas are selected through one of the world's toughest military recruitment processes, and their service spans major global conflicts, peacekeeping missions, and humanitarian efforts. Armed with their traditional kukuri knives and unwavering resolve, the Gorkhas symbolize Nepal's proud tradition of bravery and honor on the world stage. Number 11. Rhinos, tigers, and more. Nepal's natural wonders go far beyond its mountains. Its southern plains, known as the Terai, are teeming with rare and endangered wildlife. Chitwan National Park and Bardia National Park, both UNESCO recognized and protected areas, are biodiversity havens, where one can spot the majestic one-horned rhinoceros, elusive Bengal tiger, wild elephants, gharials, and over 500 species of birds. These parks offer thrilling jungle safaris and conservation experiences that rival any in Africa or Asia. Nepal's commitment to wildlife protection has led to remarkable success stories, including increasing populations of rhinos and tigers, It's a reminder that this Himalayan nation is not only the roof of the world, but also a vital sanctuary for Earth's most extraordinary creatures. Number 12. UNESCO World Heritage Sites within Kathmandu Valley. The Kathmandu Valley is a living museum, home to 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites that reflect Nepal's rich artistic, architectural, and spiritual history. The Durbar squares of Kathmandu, Potan, and Bhoktapur are stunning examples of newer craftsmanship, filled with palaces, courtyards, and intricately carved temples. Swayambhunith, also known as the Monkey Temple, sits atop a hill, offering both spiritual serenity and panoramic views of the city. Buddhanath Stupa, one of the largest in the world, is a center of Tibetan Buddhism and a place of quiet reflection. Pashupatinath Temple, a sacred Hindu site on the banks of the Bagmati River, is revered as one of the holiest Shiva temples globally. Finally, Changu Narayan Temple, the oldest known Hindu temple still in use, stands as a testament to Nepal's ancient devotion and artistry. Together, these sites form the spiritual and cultural heart of the nation. Number 13. Sherpas, the mountain people. The Sherpas of Nepal are more than just expert climbers. They are the soul of the Himalayas. Living at high altitudes in the eastern mountainous regions, Sherpas have adapted over generations to life in extreme conditions. Their strength, endurance, and intimate knowledge of the terrain have made them indispensable to mountaineering expeditions, particularly on Everest. But the Sherpa identity goes far beyond their role as guides. They have a deep spiritual connection to the mountains, especially Sagarmatha Everest, which they view as sacred. Their culture, rooted in Tibetan Buddhism, is rich in rituals, community values, and resilience, globally respected and locally cherished. The Sherpas are a symbol of quiet strength and humility in the face of nature's greatest challenges. Number 14. Yak cheese and butter. In the high Himalayas of Nepal, life depends on what the land and its animals can provide. Among these, the yak is a cornerstone of mountain life, strong, hardy, and adapted to thin mountain air. Yaks provide not just transport, but nourishment. Yak cheese and butter are staples of the local diet, made in small mountain dairies, and often traded in remote regions. The cheese is rich, nutritious, and uniquely flavored by the alpine grasses the yaks graze on. Yak butter, aside from being used in cooking, plays a spiritual role in Tibetan Buddhist rituals, especially as fuel for butter lamps in monasteries. These traditional products are more than food. They are a testament to the sustainable lifestyle and deep-rooted traditions of Himalayan communities. Number 15. Warm hospitality at Atithi Devo Bhava. One of the most cherished aspects of visiting Nepal is the genuine warmth and hospitality of its people, guided by the Sanskrit saying, Atithi Devo Bhava, meaning, guest is God. Nepali culture places great importance on treating visitors with honor, kindness, and care. Whether you're staying in a homestay in a remote village or walking through the bustling streets of Kathmandu, you'll often be greeted with a smile, a cup of tea, and a willingness to help. This spirit of hospitality is not just a cultural practice, it's a heartfelt way of life. In Nepal, guests aren't just welcomed, they are embraced, often becoming part of the family, creating connections that last long after the journey ends. Thanks